The strangest thing I've seen so far would be, well, and not including your typical like neurological disorders.
Right.
Like, you're like your stroke, or not even disorders. You're like neuro patients.
Mm-hmm.
Like your strokes. You have your TBIs. You have then you have like the ones that are out there, like Parkinson's and stuff like that. Things like that. Those are hard because those you don't fix. You can't cure what they have. It's more so, let's look at function.
Right.
Where can we progress with what you have left function-wise? How can we most improve your quality of life, get you back to somewhat normal of an existence? So that's like the neuro side, which I don't quite do anymore because I'm at the orthopedic clinic now. My main thing, what I do is like shoulder pain, shoulder replacements, rotator cuff repairs, things like that. That's super easy because all you look at is function, range of motion, and strength.
Right.
Once you get range of motion, strength kind of follows, and then the surgeons give us a protocol. So it's like a list of the progressions that they want.
Mm-hmm.
Same with knees. Knees, we don't have protocols, but it's basically like a knee. If somebody can't get their leg all the way straight or all the way bent, then basically we crank them.
Yeah.
They're like,
oh, people. Because it's mostly like people that are like 50 plus.
Dude, we have
just because of the injuries. I mean, you get young people. You probably get like sports players, athletes,
old
sports players
are the replacements. I don't see a lot of like people under 50.
Yeah.
I worked with a guy today, and he was 50, and he has his knee replaced. Which that's not uncommon. It just depends on what you do, how you use and abuse your knees.
Yep.
Stuff like that. But this lady, she's like 80, and she like refuses to bend her knee.
Yeah.
She's like, it hurts. I'll grab her leg. I'm like,
and she's like,
she cries every time. And I kind of like it.
Do you laugh?
Yeah. Like,
dude,
I give him a second because
Well, you're a humorous guy.
I'm half human.
Isn't there a humorous in your body too?
Yes.
Dude, see, I knew.
But I'm like sympathetic, but then I'll laugh because then their pain, like once you let them go, give them a second, because it's basically like giving shots. Like you have to take
the initial,
right?
Yeah.
It's that initial like because if you don't bend your knee, the surgeon puts you under again for what's called a manipulation.
Right. Basically,
fancy term for you're put under because they don't want to deal with you. They bend your knee all the way up, so 130, 120, depending on the person. 120 is kind of like our go-to.
Right.
In school, we learned 135 is normal.
Mm-hmm.
135 is not normal. 120 is normal.
Yeah.
120 is about 90. This is about 120.
Okay.
So I can get my leg to touch my butt.
Yeah.
But I have like good flexible quads.
Right.
So, but 120 is like ideal.
Yeah.
So they'll bend you. They usually bend people up till 125.
Yep.
Something like that. Straighten you, bend you, straighten you, bend you. Basically like an outpatient. They like put you under like anesthesia.
Right.
Just so that you can't like be like,
yeah.
Oh, my leg.
Yeah.
My leg.
Yeah. Yeah.
But so they bend them, twist them, and everything. So then that's what we tell patients. It's like, hey, we have to bend this knee.
Yeah.
Or they're going to bend it, and they don't give a crap because they don't have to see you for another 2 months. Yep. And then by then you forget about all the pain.
Right.
But if you do it in here, it's a lot easier.
Right.
Because it hurts.
Yeah.
It's like the day you get it like done, like you have to repeat all that. Some people, like they get in, if they're close, like if they're at 110, they get 120. It's not as bad. But
right.
Yeah.
It's a different job, man. It's like kind of equivalent to working at like a nursing home. In a way,
yeah.
In a way,
but
it's a different age group, and it's a totally different thing. But you're just having to do that kind of that mindset. You have to be a caretaker, and then everybody's different
for sure. Well, and we're all humans too. Like there's some people that like come in and I'm like, oh, I don't want to work with this person.
Right.
So like, and it's bad, but I'm human, and I do my best to try to get over those feelings and give them the best care.
Yeah.
But then you have some people that you just like instantly, you're like, this guy's funny. I'm funny. Well, I'm hilarious, but
Yeah.
This guy's funny.
Yeah, I'm very humorous.
We're gonna
if you will.
We're gonna hang out. This is gonna be fun.
Yep.
We're gonna get a lot of stuff done. And honestly, those patients do a lot better because one, I'm like, it makes me think a little bit deeper because you know, like I have, you know, care about this patient now,
right?
And you know, it's cool having that like rapport with people.
Yeah.
Like I have like one chick that comes in right now, and I'm like, "What's up? You ready?" And like, it's not anything, you know, formal or professional or anything,
right?
And she's like, "I'm struggling with X, Y, and Z," and it's cool just to be like, "All right, like let's do this." And they're like, "Oh." And then it's cool to see progression, you know, through that, and then you just have casual conversations.
Right.
So.
Right.
But then you get the crackheads.
Yeah.
That come in. We have this lady right now coming in. She's like probably like 69, 70s, something like that. And she'll talk forever.
Yeah.
Like I literally didn't even work with her today. And I got stuck in a 5-minute conversation where all I was like, yeah. Ah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah. Yeah.
And then you got to switch up, but like, yeah.
Yeah,
like that way.
That three.
Like, are you listening? Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
That's
it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what are you? I like literally got done. I felt like mentally I got raped. Just a little. A little. I was like, what just happened?
Yeah. Did I just get touched?
Talking about? I literally it started. Like I kid you not. It was 5 minutes, and I'm like, yeah. I was like, no idea. At one point, we were talking about like the little bubbly things in the pond.
Yeah.
That was talking about underneath her floor. And I'm like, why would you? What?
Yeah.
What even are you talking about?
And then you're just like, what am I going to eat tonight? How much am I going to lift when I get home?
Something about an electric chair.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah.
And then she's just like, it turns into that, and I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
But no. So that's what I do on the day-to-day. But gunshot wounds.
Dude, I didn't even think about that.
Gunshot wounds.
That's crazy because we do kind of live in a little sketchy. I mean, every city's kind of sketch.
And it just depends. Wrong time, wrong place. You know.
And it depends on where they get shot. Yeah. Has anybody ever got shot in the dong?
Not that I've seen. I'm sure it's happened.
Oh, dude, that would suck.
I would be like, man, I'd make so many jokes.
Now, can you still shoot even though you got shot right there? You still shoot? Are you shooting blanks or are you?
Are you?
Can you still pee? How do you pee?
Do you sit down when you pee now? Yeah, it gets all over my sack. It's annoying.
Yeah, dude, that would be
suck.
bad. Yeah.
That would suck. But
it wouldn't be able to potentially be
because it's
anymore.
But the gunshot wounds, they're such unnatural injuries.
Yeah. That
it hits nerves, it hits ligaments, it hits tendons. Like a normal
stuff
tear,
gets locked up.
A normal tear, I would tear any muscle, break any bone. Not like spine, but you know, anything like a orthopedic injury.
Right.
I would take that way before I'd get shot.
Oh yeah.
Because we're always like, man, I could get shot and I'd be fine. You got to think
wherever you get shot, it's critical or it's nothing or it's
like if you get shot in the spine, you're paralyzed.
Yeah.
Like my aunt's paralyzed from waist down because she got shot when she was young. And then you see other people that get in like car wrecks and stuff, and they like.
That's how my mom is right now.
And then you literally sit there and you can't walk, can't move.
Yep. Your
life's just completely different. But
yep.
I have a couple gunshot wound patients now.
Crazy.
Yeah. So it's crazy because.
But it's
here. Okay. Here's my little scientific thing. So you have your central nervous system, which is brain, spinal cord. It controls movement. That's connected to the peripheral nervous system.
Right.
So if you take basically your skull and all your spine all the way down to the sacrum, right? That's all.
It's all connected.
All CNS, right? Central nervous system. You have your spinal cord that runs up in the holes of the vertebrae that go up to the hole in the base of your skull,
right?
And then that goes.
And
into
it's
the
all.
brain. Everything's all one system,
right?
Right. That's why like if something goes wrong with the brain, it affects literally the whole body.
Like that's when you get paralyzed, technically.
It's separate. Yeah, because it's separation.
But it's such a brain. It's all connected, and it's a major thing. So if that gets affected, it's shutting down the whole system.
Right. Well, and then so you have your central nervous system that controls all your like sensation, your pain receptors, your thermal receptors, mechanical receptors, and everything like that. And then you have your PNS, which is your peripheral nervous system. So what that does is that helps you with, that's more motor.
Mm-hmm.
So you sit there and you have those main difference between the two in a healing perspective. The central nervous system doesn't regenerate. Peripheral nervous system can regenerate. It doesn't always regenerate.
Mm-hmm.
So if you get shot, right, so it separates a nerve. So sometimes it's called axonal sprouting.
Okay.
So if it hits, because it's kind of like outreaching, and you're kind of reaching in the dark. So if it connects and it grabs onto the other end of the nerve, it can regenerate slowly.
Right.
That's why, like whenever you get shot in like the arm or something,
it's not,
and you're like, man, I can't move this arm, but then we get hand,
start to relearn it.
Right.
So your
and
brain,
then we get a little
your
wrist,
brain really has to
then we get
relearn.
elbow, then we get back to shoulder.
Your brain really has to relearn like motions, because
Yeah.
you're telling your brain how to operate your muscles.
Right.
I mean, it's all connected.
Right. God did a good job creating us because we have neuroplasticity.
Mm-hmm.
So what that is basically like, so a good example is like a stroke victim
Mm-hmm.
that gets, like, their stroke was on the left side of their brain,
Right.
which controls the speech.
Mm-hmm.
So you have different parts of your brain, Wernicke's, and something that starts with a B. So one of them controls your speech, how
Okay.
you talk.
Yeah.
The other part controls what you understand. So then you have and that's called aphasia.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you have like deficits to
Sure.
your understanding
Mm-hmm.
and your actual speech.
Right.
So but whenever you have global aphasia, that's both. You can't really understand people, and you can't get out what you want to say.
Right.
And then I think what would be more annoying is if you had what is that called? Where you can't speak, but you can understand people. That would that would get annoying really fast.
Yeah, I mean, you have to learn sign language. It's like
Right.
being deaf.
Right.
Basically.
Yeah.
I mean,
So,
what's up, Luna? My other dog coming in.
but yes, that's what I do
Yeah.
on the reg.
Yeah. I live a pretty boring life. I just cut grass and play with rocks.
Cut grass and lick
I do not.
anymore.
No. No, it's pretty fun because like the mowing stuff that I do right now, it's super easy. It's cut and paste. I already know what I'm doing when I get in there. Every yard's different, but like I like waking up early. Like I get up at like 4:30, 5 a.m. mow like the commercial sites in town at like 6
Right.
to 7,
Just
before all the traffic just swarms in there, and then I can't do
this is a
anything.
pain.
Yep. And then I go do my residentials. I get to talk to people. That's why I'm starting this podcast too. Another reason. So I'm meeting like a bunch of cool people, throughout my journey of working, and just, obviously throughout life and stuff. But like it kind of sucks because there's a bunch of cool people that I work for and do landscaping or lawn care for, and I don't get to talk to them because I'm like, hey, I got to get going. I got 20 other yards to hit, and it's like 2 p.m.
like, dude,
and I'm sweating my balls off.
You're like, I have approximately 30 more seconds I can talk to you.
Yeah, 28 more seconds.
Make it home by 10
Are you still
o'clock
talking?
tonight.
Yeah.
You're just like not even like communicating. You're like, all right, see you later.
Yeah. No, it's really cool though, because like I love talking to people, but like at the end of the day,
dude, I understand, because like I'll do that same thing at work. I'll see like on
well,
long
and then
days,
I don't
see,
even
like,
mean
12
to be
people.
rude, and then I'm like, and some of them are like family members, so I get to catch up with them and see them. But it's like, shoot, dude, that like I mowed, and then I was talking to him for 25 minutes, and then that's like times that by 25 houses. You're out there for 12, 13 hours, and you're exhausted. But it is fun. It's easy. I've done a lot of jobs in my life, and I love them all. Learn from all of them. But I'd say the landscaping is probably the coolest right now.
That is
it's
good.
just peaceful. And I was listening
And
to
it's
this.
just so satisfying whenever you see well groomed.
It is.
Yes. It's
And then
it's almost as good as a well groomed nutsack.
Yeah.
Whenever you shave, and you're just like,
man, I really hope Manscaped gives me a sponsorship one of these days.
Yes.
Shout out Manscaped.
Manscaped.
Yep. Dude, I'm gonna do a couple pictures.
They give you a lawnmower.
Yes. Yeah, no
Lawnmower
pun intended. Dude, I could be their perfect. I could be the perfect guy. I used to do lawn care. Now I do podcasting, Yep.
I switched from landscaping to manscaping.
Yeah. Yeah. But this is definitely the longest I've ever gone. 9 months.
Yes.
So I think the longest before was like 4 or 5 months. But I'm going to do a full year, and I will shave it off. Because I like the fresh cut. I like the...
That's coming up then.
Like the quarter inch. Yeah, November.
And it's about
But
August.
what I'm probably going to do, since we live up in the Midwest, live up in Indiana.
Muncie, Indiana.
Yeah, Muncie.
47302.
Yep. Shout out Muncie.
Muncie Reservoir.
Yeah, yep. In that area. Ola. Yeah, roughly. Yeah. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yep. But I probably will keep the beard just because it gets cold up here. And since I do snow removal in the winter
It
time.
is not cold now. It is.
It's cooled off. It's like.
It's by 0.3 degrees.
Yeah, it's 92 point.
It's only 92. It's
yeah, it's not that bad. It's not like too much of a sauna. That poor dog. Don't do it too much to him. He's getting old. Don't be mean to him. Oh my gosh. Such nice dogs. But yeah, I'll probably keep the beard for a while. The longest you're going to do is what? 2 years, you said?
I've done a year.
You've done
like a year and probably like a month. I don't ever like go way down. I'll like trim it to where it's like down.
Yeah, I do trim the sides. And I trim like slightly. I let my hairdresser trim. Biggest mistake ever.
Stupid.
Dude, she like gouged the side of my beard.
All they do is
and you can see the skin
like,
right here.
She's like fade your beard.
Looks good.
And it's like,
you like it? I'm like, yeah.
yeah.
Please don't ever do that again.
Idiot.
But, yeah. I don't know. I do. So like for you rock the long hair. I'm going to do the long hair at some point. Probably going to get my hair cut. I got a haircut this week actually. So I'll get it cut this time and then maybe one more time. And then I'll probably stop after that. I'll probably grow it out for a while. But I will probably grow my beard out for like a year and a half roughly. Probably shave it around March or April this coming spring. Because like, first of all, it's already here. Secondly, just do another.
You just need a little
months.
slick back. Once you get the little slick back,
I got the curly hair though. Like it's already starting to curl up a little bit.
It'll slick back.
But I'll rock it for a little while. So
Rocket Brother.
Yep, Rocket Brother.
Yes.
Not to be confused with Rocket Brothers. But yeah, I do dig the beard. I'm happy I can grow it because in high school I had like the little stash.
Yeah.
Like nothing, like the little pedo stash. But I will say when I go to shave it, I'm leaving the stash and I'm gonna do like a 5 o'clock shadow right here and kind of just rock that for a little bit. And then hopefully the hair will be.
I want to rock a mustache,
curly Q, handlebar.
So bad. That's just
handlebar with the curls.
Literally, like my mustache right now, I can hit my eyeball.
Yeah, that is pretty impressive. Leave it like that. Yes, indubitably. Yes. Yes. How are the stocks, my sir?
Very good.
Yep.
I'm up 0.5.
Yep. I need to invest. Shout out Dave Ramsey.
Yes. Shout out Dave.
Yep.
Shout out Dave.
Yep. I do want to invest this year though.
Should.
I need to. It's easy.
It is easy.
So
I think I have.
You invested what, a couple years ago?
When I was 18.
So yeah, 6 years now.
Yeah. So.
And I've been saying I'm going to do it for a while, and I still haven't.
Yeah.
I just don't.
I have right now. I mean, through like my work, I think like I'm making like 20-something% return, which is not always the case. I'm sure like later this year it'll go down to like 3 or 4%, and then averages out to like, I don't know, 10%.
Right.
That's ideal. I mean, sometimes they say like should always, it averages like 4 to 7.
Yeah. And
I'm like, 4 kind of sucks. You can get like a new like investor.
Yeah.
Which that's what we did for our other one.
Yeah.
So
sounds like my neighbor's shooting some pews. You hear that?
Some pews.
Yep. Well, you have any more topics you'd like to discuss?
That's it. That's all it's on my mind.
This is the first raw cast right here.
This is the rawest dog you've ever seen.
Shout out, Chief.
The rawest dog.
Yep. All right, brother.
All right, brother.
Love you, brother.
Love you.